I can't wait any longer! Oh! Leave it all to me.
I don't have mic on? What? What the hell was my stream set up to? Oh no. I'm sorry guys. Hey! It's good to see you all. I was basically saying that last night I didn't get a lot of sleep at all, so I'm sorry today's stream is late. It's a lot to talk about, but I'll probably talk about it later. Yeah, everything's good now, so we're all good. But I just wanted you all to know that I'm sorry that today's stream is really late. And thanks for bowing for me, Noelle. I would have probably done that too. After saying that. Okay, we need walking or running? Cool. Done. We're gonna see what we're gonna get though, because I'm pretty sure we're on the edge of weapon banner. So I'm gonna pull those like now. Like after I do everything. So we'll see what we get. Yeah? Ooh, I like this one. I like this one a lot. Using normal charge attack. Between 19 and 00. So I have to do like a swipe. I just did this one on my main. Self-care is important. Yeah, I'm sorry. I also didn't eat lunch today. I'm all over the place right now. Because I slept through all of lunch. When I woke up though, I had a donut, so we're good. I'm just gonna do that one real quick. There we go. We have to do the Bobatsy. Ah, there we go. Prerequisite quest. I have no clue what that is, actually. I'm not sure if I've seen that before. I don't know. Oh, you know what's funny, guys? On my main account now, I'm actually maining Ayaka with the new Huron sword, which I thought was kind of fascinating, you know? It's like one universe is Ayaka's universe, and then the other is Ayato's. I thought that was kind of interesting to tell you guys, but yeah, that is happening. Where are we going? We have to go this way. What am I doing? My bad. We also have to do those conch shells every single day, so I have to remember to do those. Conch shells are important for the new bow. The bow is like very good, especially probably for Kojusara. It might be a very good bow. So we have to find out how I'm gonna be able to remember that. Because I need to remember that on my main as well. My main's suffering a little bit in that factor.
Steady as
Kamisato Suyu.
Oh, it never gets old, Ayato. I love you.
The hunter.
no turning back. Strike.
Bop, bop.
Yes.
Very
nice.
nice. Ah, it's good to see you again. I can quick start the event. Oh, is that what that is? That's actually very helpful. I might do that. It might be a very relaxing event to walk through, to be honest. There's a sea lyle I missed? Wait, what? Oh, it's up there. Oh, I love this area. This is where the fireworks show went off for Yoimiya. Aw. I miss this place, honestly. They should have another Yoimiya rerun, to be honest. I would probably pull for her, too. Like, I don't like Pyro too much, but there's some characters that, like, they overseed Pyro. Overseed? Is that the word? Like Hu Tao and Yoimiya, you know? Like, they're like, wow. Their character design is like, wow. So, how am I gonna get up there? Yeah, some characters, they look so good and they play so well that it's kind of like it oversees their elements, in a way. How am I gonna get up there? Oh, I was so close! This is the hardest thing I'll have to do today, don't worry guys. This is literally the hardest thing I'll have to do. No! Ayato, why'd you move? Why'd you move? I think I need a... It's good to see you, Jay. How are you? I think I need Geo Traveler, but I don't have Geo Traveler. This is sad. How am I supposed to... No, you actually can't do this with Geo Traveler. No! Why did it not jump? Guys, don't worry. This is the hardest thing I'll ever have to do in this stream. Don't worry about it. It's not gonna be too long now before we get it. If you work hard enough at something, you'll eventually succeed. I say that as I fall off the tree again. I'll do it 1 to 2, 3 more times, okay? Don't worry about it. This one's not gonna count. I almost messed that up, okay. We got it! We got it! Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah. First try. Don't worry about it. Use an elemental skill? Oh, don't mind if I yes. You already know, guys.
Cascade.
Oh, that looks sick. That looks really good. That actually looks really good. Wow. Oh, I love the sparkles. Oh no, I tried to get it with like the sparkles on it. Wait, I want to try that again. That looked cool. Looked like a starry night. Look at that. That's so cool. Anyway, we did it. Who needs a wind catcher phone guy? We're good. What's a wind catcher? I don't even know, do I? You're so good at it, thank you. I've played this game ever since it came out, so like 3 years ago. I don't regret it. I never got bored of this game. You should see my Moonlight Kaching. She's fucking broken. But anyway. Like, I actually got her to good stats the other day, and then I decided Ayaka might be better. Because I have better, I have better freezing artifacts. Cryo artifacts, so, yeah. Let's do it! Complete the Fermiania Leaf Falls to unlock the full experience. Isn't that like Ayato's storyline? I think that's Ayato's storyline. How many more are we on Weapon Banner? Because we're pretty far in. I know that. I honestly believe we might get his weapon before the banner's up. I have a feeling now, more than ever, that it's gonna be his weapon. But we'll see. I might see what today's luck is, and if I should pull. History? Can I see history, please? Huh.
As soon as I remember what it was.
Okay, history is a little broken today. I'll try again. No. The history tab is broken. Alright, well, I guess we're just left in the dark about that. Okay? We're left in the dark. So that's a little nerve-wracking, but we're just gonna have to wait and see what we get. That's actually kind of scary, though. But okay. So, what are we looking like? R3 level 80 Aminoma Kaguchi. I don't even have the Aminoma on my account, my main account, this high. That's kind of awesome. All of his talents, they can be leveled up now. We're gonna work on his E a little bit when Friday. So that's tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna build Ayato, alright? We're just gonna build him up a lot. Let's send him out. Kojusara, what is your... Okay, you're really high now. I could probably work on your talents. Because your E gives an attack bonus ratio, which I can really use. Oh, but you're using Ayato's stuff? Ah, rats. That's actually really bad, but also really good. Alright, yeah. I'll just upgrade our talents. I'll always get more later. We could really use some more Kojusara. And people have been telling me to focus on my other people's stuff more, so that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, of course I know what to upgrade though. Basically, Noelle's shield is Pog. And then we're gonna do Pyronado on Xiangling. Then we're gonna do E and Q on Kojusara, and then we're gonna triple crown Ayato, alright? This is the team. This is like my dream team right now. I just need to get all defense artifacts on my Noelle, and we should be good. I might just do 4-set Maiden for now. I'm not sure. We did get Tenacity, didn't we? Oh, but that's HP, that's not defense. Ah. Okay. But all my Maiden Beloved pieces actually have, like, almost a defense stat on them. So it's, like, not too bad at all. Yeah, I mean, this one even has defense percentage inside the substat. It's kind of good. There we go. 4-set Maiden with defense. We're looking at almost a 1k with 120. Not bad. With 40% healing bonus, about. Yeah, our Noelle is broken. She's actually the most leveled up character I have here. I don't even have Ayato to 70 yet. Shields are important, guys. You have no idea. The only way Ayato can be good is as long as he's alive. So... Oh god, that's nice though. That's really nice. Yeah. Ah, it feels so good to use him. 69 days ago? I know, I realized that.
Yes. Very nice.
I would think it's a funny number, but the more that number goes down, the scarier I get, honestly. Or, the more scared I get. Because it's, yeah, it's scary, okay? It's not really something I'd ever joke about. Because it's like, oh yeah, 69 is funny and all, but it's going down and down and down and down until I eventually, if I don't have enough money, I won't be able to continue streaming for you guys. It's sad, I know, but yeah, it's true. If I don't have enough money, I'm probably gonna be a homeless YouTuber. Sad. But yeah, so I'm making the last days here count, really. No matter what happens next, I'm gonna make some nice streams for you guys. Do the best I can. I can quick start after the jail breakout thing in the main quest. I should complete the final main quest and Ayato's side quest. Then the experience would be better. I agree. Yeah. Where are we at? 46? Okay. I agree. We should probably do all the main quests. We have part 5 of Orobashi's Legacy, which is the kite and cross spear. Just I don't know who I'd use that for, really. That was last night when we were doing the Legacy, so we got pretty far in it, but I don't know. So what's the main story? This one? We also have Jade Chamber Rising still. Might do that tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. Alright, let's do all my commissions first. I feel like it's a good thing to work on while I think about what to do next. We're level 41. Wow. I didn't even realize. So we're gonna get to 45 soon, guys. Gold Star Artifacts is in our grasp. I think before that, though, I'm gonna level up all my characters to level 90. And I think that's essential. Not all of them, but like my current team that I'm using. And we'll see how it goes, yeah? We'll level up Noelle and Sucrose to level 90, probably. Ayato's probably going to be the first, though. Most likely. Because I need him to farm. He is my main DPS, after all. Oh, we have to go up? Oh. This, funny enough, guys, this used to be my old wishing spot for Jean. I used to wish for Jean up here a lot. So, this is kind of interesting. Right, I was wishing for Jean one day, and then I got Skyward Harp. And then the first character I used it on was my DPS Diona. With Atoma as her support character. Because he'd shoot fire, and Diona would, like, melt it. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. But, yeah. Because I didn't have any bow characters at the time. All I had was Diona, and Fischl, and Kojusara. Actually, that's all I still have on my main, so... That's all I still got. Honestly, I'm just happy that anyone joins my streams, to be fair. I didn't really think anyone would when I first started. And now here we are, getting hundreds of views. That's nuts. That's nuts, honestly. You guys are awesome. Where are we going? Defeat all opponents? Don't mind if I yes? I need to do the Inazuma main quest in order to do the event. Well, I'm gonna do that then. I'll probably do... Should I do Jade Chamber Rising? No, I'm gonna do that on camera, because there's a cool boss I want you guys to see.
I must leave out of the frying pan.
Go Kojusara can get some heals in there.
Quiver.
Mind the deluge.
Ayato looking hot.
Steady as stone. Get them. Flash.
Be still.
Meow. Meow. Complete your current act and you're good to go? Yep, I do. Destroy the towers? God, I hate that one. But sure, I'll destroy your towers.
You're toast.
Bop. Bop,
Leave it all
bop.
to me.
Bop. 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 Boom. Okay. That literally never gets old. Like,
Glory to the Shogun.
I don't think I'm ever gonna hate my main. For real.
Cascade.
Or my ult. Because, like, on my main I don't have Ayato. And I don't have these characters very well built either. So it's like coming to this account is like a whole new experience every time. It's kind of pog. I of course have Xiangling built though. She's like level 90. So. Yeah, it's just interesting to go from like my main account with a bunch of characters, like almost 40, and then to this account to like just these 4 rocking it every day. Eventually it's gonna be kooky. I'm kind of interested, like I don't know if you guys are here for this, but I decided to get Ye Lan on my main because it's guaranteed right now, and I'm gonna get kooky on this account. I wonder like how good she will be. She might be good for Ayato though because electricity. And I think she's a healer, but I'm not too sure about that. I think she's an electro healer, or some tales have been going on around that,
I'll
but
catch up. Steady as
I don't know if they're true exactly.
Be still.
But I think that electro character might be very good in replace of Kojusara. We'll have to see. And I really like her design too. Her design's really cool. Right, what we at? 86? We get 20 from commission reward. Kazuha? I'm gonna get Kazuha as well. Whether it's on my main or it's on this, I'm gonna get Kazuha. Actually, I might get Kazuha on my main. Because I have such good artifacts. Oh, I might fucking do that. I might say screw it. I don't know. God damn, we still need to do all of these. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit. Yeah, so I need to beat the original story quest before I unlock these, but they're gonna be fun to play when I get them. Right now I'm working on unlocking all of them. So yeah, we need to do this then. We'll do that in a sec.
Add Astra. Thank you. Add Astra.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. But yeah, I am sick, guys. That's probably why I didn't sleep well last night. Another reason. So, I am in fact sick though. So if my voice sounds weird, or if I sniffle a lot, I am sick. Luckily, it's almost the weekend soon, so I'll have like a little time off. Tomorrow's my last day of the week for now. But yeah. I might also stream longer tomorrow because today's stream was late. And I feel kind of bad about it. Anyway, let's go do story quest. I'm kind of excited for this, to be honest. I have a full EM support build as well as DPS build. Like my EM support is DPS on my main. It's kind of pog. It's like a mixture of both of them. So like if I got Kazuha, he'd be kind of broken, to be honest. I'm also planning on leveling up my Dark Iron Sword to level 90. And I'm gonna use Kazuha in like electro-based teams. It's kind of pog.
According to the letter, this should be the place.
Sorry, we don't serve the general public. I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Wait! We're not the general public.
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck into the nation, judging by your attire.
Are our clothes really so... what Paimon means to say is...
Here's our invitation letter.
The Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. Toma. It seems there's more to you than meets the eye. In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House, a safe haven for the Yashiro Commission.
Really, Jay?
Well, that sounds more like it.
You Chi-Chi C5? Are you kidding? I wish I had that, honestly, because I'm trying to main Chi-Chi right now. Honestly, you could DPS Chi-Chi with C5. You should try that. That's pretty pog.
Well, now that we're here, where's Toma? Paimon doesn't see him anywhere. Do you think he forgot his promise to meet us?
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
What? Is that dog talking to us?
Relax, no need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form?
So, you're a dog.
Huh. So you didn't see anything like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
I saw a cat.
Now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the ordinary.
But it still doesn't really add up.
Alright. I've had my fun.
Hey! You're this close to getting an ugly nickname, mister!
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long, as was the case in Rito. So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you arrived. But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier, though it was quite necessary. It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Miss Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside us.
What the hell? Your Chi-Chi is level 1, but she's C5? Dude. Are you kidding, man? Are you really kidding? I bet if you leveled up Chi-Chi, got her some artifacts, you got her best weapon, you did all of that stuff, she wouldn't only heal your whole team with 1 Q, she'd probably do like over 200,000 damage while doing it. Oh my god, why is Chi-Chi so neglected? People don't understand like how powerful she can be in some team comps. Jeez, man.
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just because you're getting all serious now.
Chi-Chi's cute. And not only that, but she can be very powerful if you build her right. And people don't get that.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies.
I actually think she is the Cryo Archon, the god of the Cryo Archon, because of her braid. Her braid, you remember how they all have different braids? Well, Chi-Chi has a braid, and it has color at the end, if you notice.
Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning, haven't you? Naturally, this is due to your unwavering and resolute determination. A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same, But when the lightning struck...
You mean Kazuha's friend?
Ah, so you've heard of his story. His light still burns all the more brightly.
So will we be allowed to meet the Shirasagi Himagimi, I think?
Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato Residence where the Yashiro Commission is located. But before that, there is one other place I was hoping you both would accompany me to.
Oh?
Sure.
Where?
Husbando.
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see it from practically anywhere on Narukami Island.
Interesting. Bup. Something I honestly can't do is save wishes, guys. I don't know why, but doing massive wish pulls just doesn't really stick to me. Like, I keep, like, wanting to save and do a 10 pull, but it's like, it takes so long. And I kind of like the anticipation of doing a 1 pull and having it be purple or gold. It's like, oh my god, you know? Like, I kind of like that feeling of doing 1 pulls, so... Hello, it's nice to meet you. Good to see you.
This area sure feels gloomy. People probably don't come here often, do they? Huh? Are Paimon's eyes playing tricks? Or are there things embedded in the statue?
Yeah, I think they're, sigils.
Visions.
Visions! Thanks,
Visions?
Toma.
You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt degree are put into the statue?
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt decree.
Why did the Shogun issue the Vision Hunt degree?
Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Liyue is the city of contracts. As for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity.
It's good to see you all. Welcome, Wolfgang Girl. Welcome, Kazuha's Toe. Such a badass name. Yeah, it's your first time. Congrats on Ayato. Thank you.
The eternity
I appreciate
in
it.
question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over
I was
Inazuma.
very lucky.
As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs, and the Sakoku Decree to limit the people's movement.
Just so you know, I am planning on triple crowning Ayato in the future, so if you want to stay for that, it'd be fun to see you
The
all.
Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbing it for all time.
I'm also pulling for his sword as well.
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt decree, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such instability to exist. Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryou Commission to scour the nation for visions, embedding each one in this statue. And this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being, oh, I don't know, selfish?
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so directly against the Raiden Shogun. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss Kamisato has been committed to fighting it since the day it was announced.
Whoa. I forgot about that.
Hey, are you okay?
It's a
You look
trippy
like your
moment.
mind is elsewhere.
What was that sound just now?
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear anything. Did something happen?
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then what?
I could hear the sound of people's aspirations.
Aspirations? That would seem to confirm the saying. Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. That is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition. So if what you just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined.
So a vision symbolizes ambition and not power.
All right, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato Residence.
Finally!
Don't mind if I achievement? Yes. Oh, that's all the way over there? Jeez. I mean, it's called Kamisato Estate. I could probably assume. Yeah. You get all the good substats on the wrong artifact sets? Yeah. That happens a lot. You get Maiden's Beloved with, like, crit damage 33, crit rate, like, 7. It's like, what? Because I had a piece like that before, and I was like, why would you do this to me? That's when I made Barbara DPS. That was fun.
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh? Paimon kinda expected it to be snazzier.
It's hard to adopt the Jade Chamber.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato Residence, honored guests. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
Is this the Shirazage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, where's she at? Oh, behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to receiving guests. Consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if this is an unwelcome surprise.
Makes sense. She's a super important person after all.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion, especially following such a long and wearisome journey over the sea. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation, and Toma assures me that you do indeed possess the power to change the tide of the times. At present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree, the people's aspirations are being senselessly trampled underfoot. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds, given the contact we are required to have with them in the performance of our duties. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. Thus, we cannot remain indifferent to this situation without also remaining indifferent to our own fate. Traveler, lend us your power, and we can...
I did not come to start a rebellion.
Oh,
See, milady, it's just like I said. This will take us nowhere.
I'm going to leave now.
no, please, wait. Please, don't go.
What?
I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun on one condition. You must fulfill 3 small wishes on my behalf.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met them, you will understand.
Okay.
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the Vision Hunt Decree, and a swordmaster determined to become the best in the world. Does Paimon got that right?
I will be right back, guys. I've used the restroom. Thank you all for joining, though. I really appreciate it. Alright, as I said recently, I am kind of sick, guys, so I'm gonna be going in and out of stream for a little bit. Like, every time that number gets lower and lower on my donation count, I get scared. It's true, I get really, really nervous because it really sucks what's gonna happen. And my stomach just doesn't agree with that, so. But I'm okay, I think. I think I'm okay. I don't know. I honestly don't know anymore. But I'll be fine. I believe.
Correct. Please do all you can to help them. I will await your return here.
I will do as you wish.
Then you have my gratitude.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Yeah, I have a bad stomach ache, like bad cramps. I think you guys know what that means, but... Anyway. We're gonna go see what to do next, yeah?
Don't worry. One of my people will be here with umbrellas momentarily.
I honestly applaud people who can stream, like, perfectly without getting sick. Constantly.
Let's see. Where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this? Why leave all of a sudden, after all these years?
Precisely. It's much too sudden. We've had no time to prepare. The children are desperate for you to take them out to play. Please, we urge you to reconsider.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about. Let's go over and see.
4 under a pull.
Ah, you must also be here to try and convince Tejima to stay.
What happened?
Tejima has protected this place ever since he arrived here 30 years ago. Keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near, resolving quarrels between the villagers. He has put an enormous amount of work into looking after this place, and we all think the world of him. But now, all of a sudden, he says he plans to leave us. We can't help but wonder, was it something we did? We will gladly apologize if that's the case. All we want is for him to stay.
The chasm's only 82. Holy shit. You're insane. Honestly, I can't find all the chests. They're really hard to find.
If you want my opinion, something to do with the Vision Hunt decree. It's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong, and still they confiscated his vision. After that, he became a completely different person. I can't claim to fully understand it, but I could tell that he'd lost something very important to him. He went off on a walk, alone, circled the village a few times, and then, truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him here is the right thing to do. But equally, it doesn't feel right to let him leave when he's in this state. He's a lost soul.
Seems like he's a well-respected guy around here.
One day,
of a sudden?
Me? It's not a question of why I want to leave, but a question of what reason I would have to stay.
Everyone depends on you.
True, but that's not why I chose to stay here. And what made me want to come here 30 years ago? And why have I never wanted to leave in all that time? I don't have answers to those questions because I can't remember anymore. Ever since they took my vision away, it's like a slice of my memory is gone. In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I had then, it's gone now.
I'm back.
So I
a little
thought,
bit better.
what's to stop me from moving around instead? The emptiness inside me will be there either way.
Okay. Well, in that case, if we help you rediscover the reason you chose to stay, you won't need to leave anymore, right? But if you can't remember anything, it's not gonna be easy. Oh, maybe if you just try a little harder to remember, then it'll all come flooding back?
Oh, that reminds me. Last time I brought Tejima some fruit, I do believe I saw him writing in a diary.
I keep a diary? If you say so. I honestly can't seem to remember.
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a few interesting things. Things which would prove very important at a later date.
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving, we just need to find his diary. It must be around here somewhere. Let's take a look.
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should head back to the village to inform the others of Tejima's situation.
If I leave the stream like 3 or 4 more times, I'm probably gonna end it. But hopefully that doesn't happen.
This looks like
But I think we're
Tejima's
good now.
diary, all right? Let's see what we have here. Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dry braised salted fish. I messed up and burned mine a little, so I had to pretend that it was black snakehead instead. Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I pulled him out, he told me that his best friend Bamboo was still in the water. I searched the water the whole afternoon before finding out that Bamboo was the name of his pet crab. I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast as I could. I soon realized I was never going to get it back, so I just found somewhere to sit and watch as it flew away into the distance. Seems like your average diary of daily village life. Huh? Wait, there's more! I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The Omamori you gave me has faded a little, but it is still my most... Now that's the kind of info we're looking for! Time to pay a visit to the shrine!
Let me guess, is there a... No, there's not. I was gonna say, is there a big guy there? But there wasn't.
So this is the Omamori Tejima wrote about.
You got Yunjin from the second one pull? Nice.
Interesting. Looking at the color and the design, Paimon would have thought it belonged to a child. But anyway, if he had this with him all the time, there's a chance some of his elemental energy remained on it. Do you think that it might come in handy? Somewhere that Tejima visited a lot. The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Tejima buried something precious here. Something that kept him in the village all these years? Must be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around for 30 years. Let's dig it up and take a look. It looks like a letter. The paper's gone yellow. Must have been written a really long time ago. Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again? So the reason Tejima came here was to wait for someone. But he's been here for 30 years. Oh, guess they didn't show up in the end, huh? Well, let's go give Tejima his stuff back and take it from there.
God, it feels like something's stabbing me right now. It hurts so bad. I'm okay. Don't worry. I'll be fine. I just usually don't get cramps this bad. I think I'll be okay. Hopefully. I don't sound too good, do I?
That's certainly my handwriting. And I get... But I have no memory of anything that's written in this diary. Still... It's clear that I was waiting for someone. Over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. Anything that I could share with her when we were finally reunited. And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so quickly. 30 years feels like the blink of an eye. How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Now that I think about it, when my vision was taken from me, it felt like I'd suddenly been hollowed out. Love, regret, everything I felt for her, it's all disappeared.
That make you feel sad?
No, not especially. After all, I've forgotten who she was. Her face, her voice, the things we experienced together. I barely recall any of it. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these years have been nothing but a hazy dream.
So, do you still plan on leaving?
I think maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for, I suppose I should carry on waiting. Although, what if she were to turn up eventually, only to find I didn't remember so much as her name? Wouldn't that be upsetting for her? When I think about it like that, I do feel a slight tinge of sadness in my heart. How curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just like that feeling of emptiness. The feeling that something is missing.
The love of your life, probably?
Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying here. I shall remain here and keep waiting for her.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay, but still, it makes Paimon really sad.
Losing a reason to feel sad is maybe the saddest thing of all.
Seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. If you lose your vision, you lose all your hopes and dreams too. That certainly explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him, weren't we? Well, let's go find the next person.
Yeah.
According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission.
Yeah, sorry, Zool, I put you in timeout. I don't like people who spam in chat too much. Wait one sec, I need to check something.
I have to stifle a smile every time I remember the look on my retainers' faces when I informed them of my plans today. Panic-stricken, but unable to muster the courage to say anything in opposition. Yes, this was a fine idea. I'm sure I've forgotten something. Not to worry, I'll simply send someone to fetch it. As soon as I remember what it was.
Okay, my chat seems to not be working right now.
They say the Tenryou Commission is
I'm not
directly
sure why.
controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma. The ones actually enforcing the Vision Hunt Decree. But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation. How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Emergency provisions? Like emergency food?
Oh, huh? And who are you? One of Kurosawa's gang, no doubt.
What? We just happened to be passing by. We heard the commotion and came to see what the matter was.
I see. You seem to have come just at the right time. Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue emergency provisions to the area, and he's the one responsible for distribution. In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. Now, he suddenly refuses to give us anything. He's keeping the provisions for himself, I just know it. We'll starve without them.
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man, but he's shown his true colors. He's the same as all the other samurai. It's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't need people like him helping her rule the nation.
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. But why would she ever want us to help someone like him? Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa and see what he has to say.
Yeah? Whew.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? My own family can barely get by as it is. No, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to.
We heard that you lost your vision recently.
And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision. And they said I was slacking off in my work. Apparently, I'd even disappointed the Raiden Shogun. And that's why they confiscated my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt Decree. Why would you be unworthy of your vision?
To be perfectly honest, I don't seem to remember the details. All I know is that I would perform certain things every month. But I don't recall what they were. And it's not just that. I have this unsettling feeling, like someone owes me something.
Does it have to do with the missing emergency provisions?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them for myself, I wouldn't be going through such hard times right now. To top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders, which is why I came here in the first place. I was chasing after them when I got held up by these two. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders yourself. If there were any emergency provisions to be had, they would have found them.
Huh. He seems to be telling the truth, but we better confer. firm. Let's go round up those treasure hoarders and see what they have to say. We should be able to follow their tracks. They couldn't have gone too far.
Alright, Paimon. You ready, Ayato? Oh.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jackpot. I mean, besides that one house.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in hoarder history.
You demand, boss.
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson.
Sure. Wouldn't mind mopping the floor real quick. Make me feel a bit better. Yeah, that's good.
There goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you.
Forget it. Tell us what you know about the Kurosawa.
Kurosawa? Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our luck. I knew we shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with food supplies?
Food supplies? You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables inside.
I love how all the energy orbs are everywhere, and Ayato's buff is still there.
I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I
The
was
orbs are
planning on
gone now,
opening
but-
it myself once we got back. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal?
Ayato's
That
buff
little
is still
box
there, though.
for our freedom.
You've got a deal. Now show us what's in the box.
Huh?
What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs.
Yeah, a lot of them too. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Allie. We're talking tons of Mora here. We better talk to this Miss Allie and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross again.
Yes, of course.
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Alright. Knock on wood, but I'm a bit better. Luckily my desk is made of wood. It's like the more I leave and come back, the more it goes away each time. So. It's like I have a war with inside myself right now. That's kind of how it is. Oh, holy shit. Ah!
Everything's in
Fuck,
place.
that
and
one
I've
hurt.
taken the bait.
Sorry,
Yes.
another cramp.
Now to start reeling them in.
Cramps suck, guys.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something?
I feel like all of my senses just died too. I don't know what's going on.
Or perhaps there's something you want to inquire about?
About these IOUs.
Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it? Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
Whoa, whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're just here to learn where they all came from. How did Kurosawa end up owing you so much money? Did he buy anything super expensive here?
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large quantities of foodstuffs. He'd always put the payment on his own account. However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary was no longer enough to cover the cost. So, he started writing out IOUs to cover whatever he couldn't afford of the usual amount.
So that's how he was getting those emergency provisions. But why did he have to purchase a usual amount? If the prices increased, couldn't he just buy less?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the emergency provisions must have been carefully calculating how much they needed to sustain them each time. Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't have enough, especially after such long and careful planning. So he deemed it necessary to take on the debt rather than let the people down.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency provisions at his own expense. And no one ever appreciated what he did. They just complained and held him accountable.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. In the face of hardship, nobody cares to think twice. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone the truth about the supplies from the start, then there wouldn't be such a severe backlash now. Of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. What he was doing was truly a thankless deed. As for why he chose to spend his own money on emergency provisions and never tell anyone, I'm still not too clear myself. If you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself?
Unfortunately, he doesn't remember.
I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have no choice but to sell that sword that is so dear to him.
Sword? What sword?
Oh, didn't he tell you? He possesses a very valuable blade. He's carried it for years now. I've asked him about its origins. He told me that it was a gift from his father, that it was too precious to sell. In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Everything has its price, at least that's what I think. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Perhaps it'll even provide you with the answers you're looking for. Oh, but before you go, if you would kindly settle today's bill.
But we didn't buy anything!
Information is also a kind of commodity, wouldn't you agree? Don't worry, I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa. Nothing we ever discussed was explicitly confidential anyway. Oh, let me think. 2,000 mora should be a fair price.
At least we now know where the emergency provisions are coming from. Plus, we found out that Kurosawa has a priceless sword in his possession. Let's go talk to Kurosawa again and see if he can remember anything.
Yeah. Oof. We're really close to being able to do another pull. I don't know how close we are because it's not... Today is such a weird day. It's not loading. Nothing's loading. It's so bizarre. I don't know. Like, I'm sick today and the game is kind of buggy. I don't know what's going on. The event is out today, but I can't do it, so I'm probably gonna do it on Friday, tomorrow.
What are you doing here all by yourself? Where did those other two go?
I presented them with a choice. Either they left or I drew my sword. They left. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps I should start using it more often. Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were distributing emergency provisions, but they were all purchased at your own expense.
Strange. Is that really the kind of person I was? I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told me, I still don't remember anything. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put myself in such a difficult situation? I really don't understand. But I cannot deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense that my body was somehow reluctant to do so.
Mind if we have a look?
This sword was once wielded by my father. I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out with the blade and show it off to the kids next door. My father ended up catching me in the act and scolded me severely.
I'm feeling better each
What
time,
did he
guys.
say?
It's getting there.
I can't seem to remember that either. It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me.
Oh.
So many memories gone. Forever. No matter how hard I try to remember, all I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life's creed. Before he passed away, he placed the sword in my hands and said to me, "With this sword, you should..."
Hey, if you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hilt. Can you recognize the words?
The words are virtue and justice.
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words seem to explain everything now.
Guys, we just hit 1.54K. I don't know when that happened, but we got 20 more subscribers. Thank you guys. Appreciate
Taking on
it.
seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition after all. But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. And look how things ended up. The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of all of it is, I somehow still felt sorry when threatening them with my blade. I'm incapable of being a good person, yet I'm equally unable to be bad. I don't know what to do with myself.
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword.
Losing a vision is no trifling matter.
Yeah, seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Oh, that scared me. No, you have to be shitting me. This game knows. This game knows. That's it. This game just knows exactly what I'm supposed to do. And it's like, yeah, you have to do it. And I'm like, okay, sure. I'm gonna do it. Holy crap. Imagine getting Kojisara C1 in a weapon banner. That is so fucking pog. What the hell? So I got her in standard and then weapon. What is that, luck? That's, wow. That's pretty good. Oh, I can't wait to get C2 though. Hopefully we'll get another copy of her, but gosh damn, man. What is that luck? One standard banner and one weapon banner Kurosawa. Wow. Alright. Got enough star glitter for another pull? No, sadly. We're gonna have to wait for another. I actually feel better. I feel better right now, which is good. Hopefully I don't get sick again. But I think I'm good now. Kurosawa, I mean, that just threw me off guard. That was like, whoa, what the hell?
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Paimon heard that he's the present-day master of Meikyo Shisui art. Sounds pretty impressive. This is his dojo. Luckily, there's some people around. Let's go talk to them.
Nanako, don't worry. Sensei will be fine. Those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but he fought them all off in the end, didn't he?
Maybe, but I'm still worried about him. Things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him. This time, though...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain in no time.
Hey there! Did something happen?
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No! You got it so wrong. We just came here to...
We're here to become disciples.
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo Shisui art. It's the whole reason we came all this way, to seek him out and ask him to train us. But then we got here and overheard you talking about how he got possessed or something?
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being.
We can wait till he's recovered.
I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? My fellow disciple Nanako and I will explain Sensei's situation to you in a little more detail. Then you can decide whether to stay or to leave. Sensei's name is Domon, a name I'm sure you've already heard. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil spirit. So we've asked the shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts over whether he'll completely recover.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
Hi, Joanna. Welcome to the stream. Currently, chat on the stream screen right now is kind of broken. I don't know what happened to it, but it broke like halfway through. It might be because like Streamlabs kind of is probably shutting down as well. It seems all the companies are shutting down. Like, I don't know why I can't see history. Yeah, I can't see Genshin history. My streaming software is now offline as well. I'm surprised I'm still able to stream with it though, thank God. That's just so weird. I don't know.
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of madness. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, she heard him whispering a few names to himself. When she asked him who the people were, he suddenly looked panic-stricken and pushed her away. It looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot eyes. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew, others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated in the past. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago. And he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him. So the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
Uh-oh. You've been spotted.
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them. Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up?
Hopefully I can beat Raiden Shogun. That's gonna be hard, isn't it?
The right place?
I'm gonna beat her
Let's
with
look a little further
Ayato though, aren't I?
Aha! Suspicious person sighted! That's gotta be him!
How did you catch up with me so quickly? Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does, unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. First off, who are you? And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister.
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day. Long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore. But if you must know, I am Domon's senior.
His senior? Wait, that means you must be...
Anzai. Yes, that's me.
Why did you run?
Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same sword master, studying Make-Yoshi Sui art together. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception, but Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword master barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training, and even started catching up with me.
You guys think we're gonna beat Raiden with Ayato? It's possible. It might be hard, though.
Only
we'll
then
see.
did I realize that it was Domon
Kind of excited
who had
for
long
it.
since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Thank you, Hoyo-chan, for the donation. I really appreciate it. That means so much to me. Thank you.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
I think I'm gonna try and see what this does. Ah. That's better. I'm gonna have to fix the stream tomorrow, but the donation thing, like notifications not coming up and the chat broke. I don't know what happened, but like the middle of the stream, my whole software kind of just broke.
Because until
Which
he
doesn't
arrived,
usually happen.
I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of Meikyo Shisui art.
But thank you for the donation. I will for sure add it to the donation territory, alright? Don't worry about it. And I'll have like a whole poll on screen later on in my future streams.
Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations for me. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride and my status too. I fled the dojo that day and never looked back. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and unfortunately, that match used up every last ounce of energy in his body.
Honestly, I feel like if we just hit like $100, I feel like it would show my parents that YouTube is actually a job and that I can succeed from it, and it might persuade them to let me continue it. So, you guys donating it really means a lot to me.
After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, of all people, have lost his mind? His mind was the sharpest of them all. He had practiced Meikyo Shisui art to perfection. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. I thought mine was a name he had long since forgotten. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. I just wanted to see for myself. Okay, you're free. You should get back now. The exorcism is probably finishing.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to mess up the exorcism at all. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the exorcism's coming along.
Yeah, for everyone new here, YouTube is my job, technically. So it's good to see you all supporting the channel. It means a lot, especially on today. Today I've been very sick. Oh, jeez.
You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Nanako, please. Try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession with complete certainty. And all is certainly not lost, for I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken an interest in your sensei's case.
Lady Yai? Is that the same Lady Yai that I think you mean?
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news. Then Sensei will be sure to recover.
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamities. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive verdict.
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask, should we prepare a greeting gift for Lady Ai?
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yai does not like to be kept waiting. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine. I wish Domon a full and speedy recovery.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our sensei's case?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady Yai's attention?
No, that's not what I meant at all. You misunderstand me. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close contact with the almighty Shogun herself. Anyway, you should join us too, tomorrow. Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we, the disciples of Meikyo Shisui Art, will do our best to help you.
I will gladly join you.
Sure! After all, everyone seems pretty excited about Lady Yai. We're curious to meet her too. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing or two about the Raiden Shogun from her.
Yai Miko, let's go. You know what would be an OP team, guys? To have Ayato, Raiden Shogun, and then Ayaka, and then Yai Miko. That team would be so broken. And use Yai Miko as a healer. That team would be broken, honestly. That's the team I hopefully plan to do in the future. One day. One day far down the line.
Do you think that's Lady Yai? Oh, no wonder Junyo is so excited. She has a really striking presence.
She's pretty.
Also, is it just Paimon?
She's super pretty.
Or did she look right at us just now? It was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Yai, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But then does that mean he...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, What of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain unagitated, of still mind in moments such as these?
Lady, I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the sword master is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest sword master in the world. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor Sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father, Sensei, Onsai.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Onsai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Onsai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly defeated me. So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand. I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Meikyo Shisui art. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation. But as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life so far. This is my promise. And I humbly ask Onsai, my senior, to hold me to my word.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore,
so I will simply stop by once in a